Oh, welcome. Sunday shenanigans. We are doing the thing. We are here on the Sunday. We are going to go over the MLS weekend and yeah, get into all the fun things that we always love and do. Alex ATG, 3 wins. WTF with me as always. Look at that. SKC are doing huge things. So we're gonna get into the whole thing and we're gonna vibe, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
All
all
right.
both of our clubs are huge. Apparently, there's only one sits club currently that's in the dumps, and
Mm.
maybe a reason why we don't have MLS Mad Guy here. He's just done with it all.
Rest in peace. He is kind of done with it all, but hey, it is what it is. We'll uh we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. But yeah, we're gonna get into all the fun things. Dude, the Euros Copa finals are here today. Why are we talking about football here when we could be talking about the Euros and Copa? Are you gonna be watching? Or are you doing anything special for Copa and the Euros tonight?
Of course, I will be watching, probably with some friends, and also playing rivals to try to get as high a reward as my group can possibly get with the last game. And also, I put some bets on a Copa America winner and at the beginning of the tournament, and I put them on Colombia and Argentina. So I'm going to make money today too, which is fun.
Oh yeah. So do you make money regardless of who wins, or
Yeah, I make like $20 if Colombia wins. I make like $5 if Argentina wins. So
there you
can't
go?
be
There
that
you
mad.
have it.
Can't be that mad.
Who do you want to win though, Argentina or Colombia?
Colombia, obviously, get Messi getting a trophy is cool and all, but like I've been telling everybody that I know that Colombia's going to win, and I think that would be cool
Yep.
because
No,
it's a different team than
I
usual.
agree. As much as I want Colombia to win, it would be awesome for them to win. But Copa America in America just happened to be the final. Just happened to be in Miami. Oh dear Lord, Messi plays in Miami. Oh no, it's just it was meant to be. Oh no,
Yeah,
they got the easier side of the bracket. Ugh, dear Lord, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. But hey, Jay Blaze
exactly.
in the chat, best show in town. Jay Blaze, you were the nicest person I've ever met. Thank you for those kind compliments. Rest in peace, Santi Rodriguez. Though
Oof,
upset at
that
that
was
VAR call.
yeah, that was bad.
That's it was all night, left and right. Just VAR calls are destroyed my SO5 lineups, and I'm not happy about it.
Yeah. Also worth noting, probably gonna have a show tomorrow because we have a midweek. That's right. We got
That
another
is
midweek.
true. That is
Op-
true. That is true. Nice,
open
nice little
yeah.
housekeeping.
Open
We
Cup
got
Open Cup gave us a little break from having to set lineups last midweek, but now we're right back at it.
yep.
Rotation monster is ready to snag us all up.
Yes, may the DMP lords be in your favor because not only is there this midweek, there's been like back-to-back games for the past 2-3 weeks, and there's only like what 2 games before the Leagues Cup break. So it's coming fast, it's coming heavy,
Yes.
and
Pause. Yep.
good luck on guessing rotations in this next week. But hey, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Just like this guy right here, JVic. What is up? Good morning. Good to see you. Yeah, we're here early in the morning, trying to get some vibes, trying to get some shenanigans, and see where it goes. But Alex, other than the SKC win, of course, which maybe we can start there if you want. What is
Uh,
one of the best things that you saw this weekend? What
I think
what piqued your interest?
one of the best things I saw was that Cucho goal in the thrashing. I think
Whew.
we all were not. I don't know if we were expecting. I think some people were expecting Columbus to win, but like this, really,
Mm.
like this, yeah.
Yeah, these are the two superpowers of the MLS, and we thought we would get a good game. You normally see El Trafico games; they're usually close, a little chaos, hectic back and forth. But LAFC didn't show up. I guess they did show up, but
Mm.
Columbus Crew had something to say about that. No,
Yeah, it was crazy. I was super surprised. I knew I felt that Columbus was going to win. They've been in form. Obviously, LAFC has been too, but they've shown that they have like cracks, especially in their defense.
right?
Um, but
But this
this
is at
is just
home.
full on. Yeah, LAFC doesn't lose at home. This is their first loss at home, I believe. Maybe second. I think they maybe lost to someone else, but yeah, they don't lose at home, especially not like this. And so this sort of is solidifying Columbus as the best team in the league. You know, bar Inter Miami whenever Messi and all them come back. Um, but yeah, I mean, Columbus is the best, and I don't know if it's close. I don't think the gap between everybody else in Columbus is that close.
Yeah, I mean it's a little difficult. Like obviously things got out of hand really quick, and you could see it too. Red cards for LAFC in this game too. They were heated, they were frustrated, they were mad. Hinestroza coming off the bench, just getting into it, causing that second red card.
Right.
Dude, yeah, it was wild. And dude, Columbus, they pressed the crap out of them. They didn't let them build, no matter how hard LAFC tried to build out, get anything going. They just couldn't get it done. They suffocated them, and they just made it impossible for them. And Cucho, Matt,
Exactly. Yeah.
Ramirez, just everybody.
Yeah. The fact that Kuch only got one decisive kind of sucks. But you know what? Can't complain. He's the best forward card. He's the best card in MLS. So
Yeah,
can't really complain.
the Arpston banged a 90. That tells you everything you need to know.
Huge.
But this game was fun. Like even if the scoreline was 5-1, it was still back and forth. Obviously, LAFC ran really fast and got in behind and did their things, but it just didn't fall for them on this day. So
Exactly.
yeah, crazy. And this probably killed a bunch of lineups too. I'm sure a lot of LAFC stacks were out there. So
Yep. Mine got
yeah.
cooked pretty quick.
Great
Sort-
way
yeah.
to end the MLS night. Real quick, catching up with the chat here. Mike Basson in the house has COVID.
Ooh.
R.I.P. Mike.
Get well soon, Mike.
Get well soon. Hopefully.
Well, you got 2 shows to watch while you're bedbound today and tomorrow. So
yeah. At least you have to watch. Yeah.
Oh yeah, perfect day to not have anything to do.
Sit back, watch football. Unfortunately, you can't go out and join in all the shenanigans. But hey, get better, bud. J Blaze, yeah. And they're adding pieces still. Shambo still isn't even here, and they're adding more attacking pieces. It would be crazy. Yeah, we all wondered what would happen without Aiden Morris, and I think we found out last night that they're doing just fine. That's
I've been
great.
saying it on the show. Like since he's left, they haven't lost, and they've been scoring more goals.
Yeah,
was he holding them back attacking? He's obviously like helping them out midfield, but like
no, he probably scored the most goals he has like in his career this year too. Like he was scoring goals too.
Exactly.
For fun. It was a great time. But dude, this team is awesome. But yeah, it was a great way. And that's we kind of said it in the previous show that this weekend felt a little weird. We thought that there was the results, they just weren't chalked in. There's a lot of weird matchups, and 5-1 to Columbus Crew. I don't think any of us saw that coming. So hey, there it is. And Dia brings it in. Welcome. Had Palencia, Acosta, Celentano, Bogush, and Buanga, which barely scraped 200 points. That is MLS in a nutshell. MLS chaos. That's why we love this league. You thought you probably went into the weekend so confident, and here we are. That sucks. But it is what it is. Yeah, Copa and Euros final. That's what really matters. That is what really matters. But moving on from that one,
we got to say in the chat who do you guys want to win? Colombia and England. What 2 teams would you guys like to see win?
Yeah, Spain versus England, Colombia versus Argentina. Down with Messi's. If you're in the chat, if you're on X, Twitch, YouTube, all that fun stuff, let us know who you want to win the cups and who you want to celebrate with, and who are you aligning with today? Tell us your allegiances.
Or hey, who do you want to win? You didn't say.
Colombia. Oh yeah,
in the Euro.
It's tricky because I got to admit, Chief, I don't know a lot of people from Spain. I know a lot of you English folks, but I don't think it's coming home. I don't think. I think if Spain managed to score early, I don't think England's going to have what it takes to like really come back and fight through that and expose themselves to a Spain that is just dominant. So it could all snowball really bad for England if they don't handle things early in this game. So.
Yep. I don't want England to win just because I know football Twitter is going to be horrible, and I like being on there, and it's going to be a horrible place to be. And if they don't win, it's going to be the funniest place ever to be. And so I want Spain to win just in that fact. Also, like not having to see anything on Twitter about that. The only reason that I would be happy is if my guy Cole Palmer scores a goal. That's the only reason that I'd be happy.
That would be epic.
That would be gigantic for Chelsea. And I'd be extremely happy. But yeah. Also, we gotta look at doing an FPL league maybe for the show. Get some people involved.
Or a Premier League Rivals League. What? Maybe. Ooh. I don't know. Oh, maybe the possibilities are endless if they could just multitask and take care of multiple things at once.
Exactly. You got 15 mil cash. Let us get a little Rivals League.
Come on. Just a little something. Exactly. Throw us a little bone. You know what I'm saying?
We got some jerseys back there.
Yeah, we got some Colombia shouts in here. Dia is actually Irish, so yeah, we're not gonna go support them.
Yeah.
Argentina and Spain though. Finalissima.
That'd be cool. I'd rather see Colombia, Spain, because again, Colombia 29 matches straight without losing.
Right. The battle for the ownership of Messi.
Exactly. The fact that they're in Miami helps though. We'll say, but we'll talk about it on the preview show. But if you guys have any Miami cards, don't play them for the midweek. None of them are going to play coming back. Wait,
I mean,
I
they
think
just
they're
had
gonna
a
play.
bye week.
I think they're gonna play Saturday. I'm talking about the guys coming from Copa. They're gonna let them
Oh
in.
yeah. They're not going to play midweek. I'd be surprised if we see Messi before Leagues Cup. To be honest.
I think we see him in a tune-up at least. I think he gets minutes in the Chicago game. I think Suarez starts in the Chicago game because he hasn't been playing that much. That's for the next. That's for we got shows
Yeah,
coming up.
yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, let's get through the rest of these games though. Shout out to everybody who's hanging out in the chat. Shout out to everybody who's watching this before your preparations for all the shenanigans in the Euro and Copa finals. Let's move on to another massive club. Orlando City continues to be hot on form. Muriel is in the doghouse. He has been relegated to the bench. RIP. But hey, went down 1-0 early in this match. We thought, oh no, we're frauds. It isn't real. But they turned it on in the second half because, Orlando City can't play a full 90 minutes. They can only play 45. Yeah, Facundo Torres turned it on in the second half. Beautiful goals. If you see him, that left foot is hot, my dude.
Yep.
Yeah, it was just New England. They just couldn't get anything done. Dude, Paniatu looked incredible. Baragterovic looked awesome. Like they really did. They did look good. They had their moments, but it just wasn't enough. The experience wasn't there to break down an Orlando team who has the momentum right now. It is beautiful. Beautiful
So
to see.
is Ramiro Enrique the new guy in Orlando? Is he going to start?
I mean, 2 goals in 2 games, man. So, and we were all surprised. Everybody I talked to, the whole Orlando circle was shocked. I'm sure everybody who did lineup predictions were shocked. We all thought that, hey, Muriel was struggling, but Duncan's gone. We may have seen Duncan's last game in purple in that trouncing against DC United. So yeah, kind of hard to tell right now. There could be some shenanigans there, but Ojeda continues to be a starter, even though he kind of struggled in this game, unfortunately. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Poppy just wanted him to struggle just a little bit so he could sub him off. And now
Right.
he's not,
We
he's not
need
playing in the midweek.
we
Guaranteed.
needed some reality checks.
Exactly.
No, but he'll be fine. I think he really is solidified in there. And yeah, this is awesome. It
Yeah.
was an awesome result for us. And yeah, it is what it is. How do you feel about Orlando? Are you bought in? Because I know I'm biased. I'm too emotionally attached. Where do you see this Orlando? Are you confident that they're coming back? Or
I don't know. I feel like I was the person that was most confident, like when you guys were in that slip to start, where I was like, y'all are going to
Yes, you
come
were.
back and be good. And then, we're pretty decent. And then I sold out of everything because I was like, Orlando, like kind of tricky. Y'all are back, and it's really cool. I will say on the other side, shout out to DeJuan Jones because he's been on a heater, and he's fits in cap too. So if you guys need someone that can fit in cap that's been on a heater, I've been using him in my rare cap teams, and he's been fantastic. I have him pulled up here. Yeah, I mean he's cheap, 96 cents. We brought him up whenever he was still like doing decent. I mean he's been putting up some really nice scores. Getting assists too. He had a beautiful assist on the Vrioni goal as a cross that he put back into the mix. And Vrioni, so you conceding to Vrioni might be worse than Kuipers. That
his movement off the ball is pretty good. Like the way he scored that goal. Granted, he kind of dunked on Dagger Dan a little bit. Dagger Dan should have done better to clear that out of the box. But yeah. But even on the DeJuan Jones on the other side, though, even though his score doesn't really reflect it, Brandon Bai looked really, really good in this game. He was very active, getting up and down the wing, causing problems, creating issues for this New England team.
Yeah, he is also cheap. He's 28. I don't believe that.
Is he really? Is he that old?
I don't believe that. I thought he was like 24. Yeah, $7 for a rare for Brandon Bai. Again, Brandon Bai in the past has been really good. He made the MLS team of the season, I think. 1 year. I think it was 2022. Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah, it was probably their supporter shield year, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was really good. So, I mean, you can see some of these scores. He was banging out consistently, getting assists, even some AA. So, if New England can whip their defense back up into shape, he could definitely be a guy to look out for. And very cheap and fits in cap too and should get rotated. He's one of those guys. Even though he was injured, I think he's back in the mix fully.
No, no. He's obviously coming back from injury, but he's important over there. Nick Lima and Caleb Porter had their issues at the beginning of the year. We all saw how that went. Also, having him back in the mix is obviously a really good thing to have. And yeah, dude, basically New England, they're a young team that has some fight in them. Obviously, Carlos Hill continues to be out. And you're not going to get incredible results all the time, but there are some pieces on this team that are interesting to look at. They might do it on the right day in the right matchup. So it's just something to keep an eye on. Those two for sure. Red or Dead. Welcome. Welcome in. Dia brings in a good point. Acosta had an ankle injury very early. They said the X-ray showed the no break. He should be fine. If we know Acosta, he wants to play. He's gonna want to play if he is available, if he can walk. So that's something to see. Maybe we'll get a little bit more news before the preview show tomorrow, before locking the game week. But I would be very, very cautious with that. But
I'm not gonna lie, I was literally about to segue into this game with and see if you were gonna pull it up in time. I was gonna say, who didn't show up? Acosta. You missed a pen. That never happens.
yeah, dude, Cincinnati, Oriano had a goal called off too. Beautiful cut in,
Yep.
banged it from the top of the box, went in. I was ready to roll on my parade as always. I've been on the Oriano train all season. Yeah, but VAR took it away again.
Yep.
But Charlotte, yeah, we can talk about Cincinnati, whatever. They've been hot, whatever. But let's talk about Charlotte. The real storyline here is Charlotte away to Cincinnati, one of the best defensive teams before everybody got hurt and died. Yeah, showed up to Cincinnati and said, Ashley Westwood, as I was saying that you only get 50s from Ashley Westwood a couple days ago, as he bangs out 100.
Yeah.
Wow.
You spoke that into existence, pretty much.
I literally spoke that into
Yeah.
existence.
I don't think any of us thought that Charlotte was gonna win this game. I think
No.
Cincinnati was kind of chalked locked in, but shout out, like huge games. We had the attacking three. I mean, obviously Ajamong's injured, so Tavares had to come in, or not injured, red card. We know what happened. Yeah. Kalina though, no clean sheet, no problem. Gets that penalty save. Kind of cooked my Lucho from getting up to the next tier reward, but it's fine. And then Ashley Westwood, 100, and then Melanda lowering that cap for us. Thank you, Melanda.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. At this point, it's like it sucked. It killed your lineup, especially with that Kalina. You get that Kalina. Like I got the pen save, and then like the notification before because it came first. It was like the second one I didn't see it, and it was like, oh, Melanda conceded. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
great, awesome, love to see it. But hey, Abada getting on the score sheet as well. Kermit Vargas continue to do it. This is awesome.
Yep.
This was cool to see for Charlotte. Congratulations. I'm sure Trip and B is having a great time today.
Yes. He is extremely happy. I would be too if my team beat Cincy in Cincy 3-1. Yeah.
Yeah. And if their defensive woes going to get worse, Miles Robinson with that second yellow on a silly challenge to get.
He didn't get called up, right?
Yes, he is going to the Olympics.
Okay, so he left with a bang. Perfect.
Yes,
that was on purpose.
Whoops. And Yasad, we had a good conversation about Assad the other day, and he was very active in this match too. I think he kind of went off with the knock too, though. I think he was like on the pitch for a little bit. He was kind of getting checked out. It was a little weird situation.
Yeah, I think I saw that too. Yep. I will say, Cincy, if Acosta doesn't play, who do they have in the midweek?
Chicago, I think. From what
is that right? If they lose to Chicago, do we take back everything we said about them?
No.
Remember after Miami, they beat them 6-1, and we were like, they're the best team in the league, and now Columbus is the best team in the league.
Yeah, Cincinnati's fine though. Like it's one of those things where if Lucho's not making it happen, they're in trouble. Defensively, right now they're hurt. They're in trouble. But last week they went and did the same thing to somebody else, and they just smashed. Who'd they smash it? Miami. Yeah.
6-1. Yep.
Yeah. So it's one of those things. It happens in the MLS, especially RSL got ran over this week. LAFC got ran over this week. It happens. I wouldn't read too much into it. Not yet. Not yet.
Well,
and they have Swiderski coming back. If they keep him, if they don't, Swiderski produced for this team before. Maybe him and Dino Smith could come up with some awesome solutions and hey, get up there.
You think he's just going to come off the bench because Ajamong, that is his place now?
It's tough because you want to let Ajimong have a run out there, right? You want to let him get his chance. He's young. He's growing. Like he needs that experience and he needs to develop on his own. But at the same time, you need results. You're mid-table right now. You're hanging on in the Eastern Conference, which is very competitive. If Swiderski's going to be here, nobody wants to give you an offer for him. You might as well throw him up there. He can fit in this team. He's quality. He knows the league. Doesn't really hurt you.
$18 rare too, if you need forward. If he does come back in the mix.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to get with Trip and B to like find out what exactly the realistic expectations of Swiderski, if he does play, if he just has a limited role or not. Well, maybe get that today, and for the preview show, we'll have a little bit of understanding. Like I said, the window doesn't open for another few days anyway. So any of these incoming transfers, we're really looking at them for Leagues Cup, which we'll do a special episode for that too. Wink, wink.
Transfer Leagues Cup special.
Yes. 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 Without the MLS card guy because we're boycotting him.
Yep.
Yeah, Red or Dead. We kind of hit on that one a little bit first, but dude, incredible that no one saw Columbus Crew doing that to poor LAFC. They
Yep. Hey,
RIP.
we only conceded 4 against them. LAFC conceded 5. Who's a better team? That's all I'm gonna say.
Whoa, calm down.
We drew them at Bank of. It's not Bank anymore. It's BMO Stadium.
Yeah,
Are we
something
better
like
than
that.
LAFC?
You need to calm down, guy.
I'm saying 3
All right,
wins got me feeling on top of the world.
I need to know if any of these teams are better than LAFC. DC United hosting Nashville
Huge,
SC. Talk about a gross game. Gross. Benteke finally back with a decisive. It
huge.
wasn't a goal, but he did get the assist to Dahome. That second goal from Dahome, banger.
Yeah.
Straight banger, got the stupid red, let his team down, but came back at home and said, all right, I'm sorry. Here we go. And scored the freaking goals. Nashville continued to be on a slump. Hani Mukhtar, big chances missed all over the place. This team is bad. This
What
is
has
not good.
Benteke? I feel like it's been a while. What's a Benteke BCM? It's been a while since we've checked. It's been weeks.
Oh, no big chances missed in this game.
Hey, maybe he's back.
Look at that. Maybe Benteke is back.
He's $50 for rare too. Benteke is at all-time low, especially for the league. And it's not like he's really fallen off that much. He's had a few bad games, even scored in one of them. But
yeah, no big chances missed for the big fella in a while. 3 games, 4 games. What?
yeah, this is not Benteke.
There we go. We thought 4 games, no big chances missed. Poor old Benteke, but hey, shout out to DC United. They really needed this one. Lord, if they needed this one. It's still not great though. It doesn't look great. It doesn't feel great. For either of these teams, really. Yeah, that's really all I gotta say about that. Do you have anything else to say about it?
I did run out. Zimmerman is gone, and I won a Josh Bauer
Nice.
last week, so I rolled that out, and that was pleasantly surprising.
Hey, it worked out. Look at that. Yeah. of all people you could have ran in that Nashville defense.
Yeah. I was gonna pick up a Shaq Moore or a Lovitz. I was probably gonna pick up a Lovitz because he's on sets. To pair with Willis while Zimmerman was gone. But I was like, you know what, Bauer, we'll throw him in center back. He's been starting. Why not?
I'm more of a Jack Maher guy myself because he does it. He has a little bit of Walker in him sometimes, but wasn't. He also has this in him too, which sucks. But
yeah, he did help me hit I hit threshold with capture 40 because of him. So happy days.
At least have that. There you go, Mike. Yeah, thank you. All right. Someone has to do something for Leagues Cup. Someone has to give it justice. Even though we're boycotting in real life, on So Rare, we're gonna play our cards. We're gonna get that utility. And we're gonna do our best to make it occasion. If not them, us. Okay. If not
do we
them,
set up our own competition for
maybe we might have to. We might actually have to. SR Ducky in here. Arson is the GOAT. He really is truly the GOAT. He really is. Speaking of this,
I have the graph pulled up. It's kind of insane. Like he was $70 at one point, or $65 at one point.
Dude, he started off so hot. The MLS card guy was hype on him. Like he was just shouting him from the mountaintops. And yeah, it's been pretty bad. Granted, dude, DC, they've been injured, they've been battered, they've been beaten. McVay's playing next to him, which doesn't help him at all. But they are bringing in a center back, if I remember. They went out and picked up a center back.
I think I saw that too. I'm not sure who it was, but yeah.
That, and then we said it too. The legendary Dom Baji himself is also joining his team up top. So
huge.
Yeah, DC's gonna make some moves. They have to. We'll see what happens when the window opens. But if they can shore up the defense a little bit, obviously they have danger up top. They just need to clean it up in the back a little bit.
Exactly.
Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. There you go. Oh, well, might as well get the bottom of the barrel out of the way now. Montreal Impact hosting Atlanta United. As if things couldn't get worse than Atlanta, but they're rich, so who cares? They got scored on by Huon himself because he runs fast.
Yeah, that, not gonna lie, his scores recently have actually been kind of good. Like he's actually been scoring well.
I know. It's I think did I play him? No, I run him in 220 sometimes just for the lulz.
Now his caps, you can't even run him in 220. His caps too high.
like 3 games now where he's just putting up scores. He's making it happen. I don't know where this form is coming from. Like we've said, Montreal's getting healthy. They are doing things. I wouldn't necessarily count on it.
I will
Yeah,
say this game, Guzan had a actually incredible game. I was watching; he was making some actual insane saves that I have not seen him make in years. So that means they're probably going to sign him to a new contract. Um, and we got another year Guzan after this.
yeah, yeah, probably. But I mean, dude, Atlanta down bad. Gregerson missing yet another game with a dumb red card. Granted, it was like a 50-50, like shoulder to shoulder tackle. It was a little soft on on himself.
Yep.
It was a little soft.
Yep.
But whatever, it is what it is. But dude, these scores for Montreal, Raheem Edwards back healthy. This back line, Campbell's banging out a 90.
That is kind of
What?
huge. Yeah. I was looking at it because we were talking
Literally.
about Waterman coming back.
Yeah.
Like all these guys like have banged good scores. Like everybody who's rotated in at center back for Montreal has like banged a good score since
Yeah.
Waterman's been gone. So it's gonna be really weird to see. I think Waterman's the only guy that you pick up just because rotation risk. Also, shout out my club, Montreal.
Oh,
Bringing
I didn't even realize you were wearing the kit. Oh shit.
massive.
Who wants starts banging in goals? All of a sudden, we're a Montreal podcast. Well, here we go.
Exactly. Hey, you own two Who on cards. I got the Who on jersey. Makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I have a Who on jersey mint. Hey.
Huge.
Hey. Yo, Jay Lauer in the chat. Got a Seattle stack since you guys recommended it. You're welcome. Stuck Evander in as the 5th. Worked out pretty well. It did.
Huge.
It did. They went and took care of business down in Austin. We'll get to the game right now, but congratulations, man. I'm glad that worked out for you. Glad that worked out for you. Actually, we'll bring it up right now, I think.
Yeah, that was it. All kind of got killed by that Rusnak bench. That was so bad. That was.
We were all so mad. I saw someone in the Discord bring it up. You and me, as soon as it happened, I texted you. I was like, Rusnak off the bench, and he hit the post. Like, no,
that was.
No. Dude, it sucked. But dude, Seattle going to Austin. Austin just, oh man, the vibes are so bad. Zardes no longer playing for the men's national team. You have been kicked off. Took you 1 week, and you were back off the team. Seattle, look at those scores, man. Fry getting it done. Old, but still getting it done. Jordan Morris off the bench.
Jordan Morris had a huge game.
I've been talking smack about Jordan Morris for weeks, saying it's impossible for this form to continue, and I keep getting proven wrong.
Yep. He single-handedly got Heinzike a red card too, which is huge. And I mean, that Rusnak free kick, that's all I can remember. But I will say we got De La Vega start, which is kind of huge.
Yes, that is.
I still think he's overvalued because we haven't seen what he can do, and he's $100 rare.
Right.
But it's good to see that he started. I think anybody who owns De La Vega is probably pretty happy. I'd be happy.
Yeah, the Guzan Williams in 240 worked out pretty good for you. Yeah, I still run Guzan out there because he will make a lot of saves, because he needs to. But yeah, dude, this Seattle team, man, they are just completely cooking. Unfortunately for the Rusnak thing, but Ovid Vargas scoring great. This Rothrock kid, all right, he's a young kid in Seattle, but anytime he gets thrown into the mix, he impresses and he continues to impress. And it's something to keep an eye on. Not serious. Don't pick him up unless he's like dirt cheap. But something to keep an eye on for the future because the Seattle team is getting old. There are a lot of pieces going to be leaving here very soon. And yeah, Christian Roldan not even being in the squad. Yikes.
Yes. Was he yellow card accumulation? Is that why he wasn't? Is he on the bench? If he wasn't on the bench, then that means something was up.
I assume so.
They also obviously probably rotated from Open Cup.
He was like knocked a little bit, I think. He was dealing with like a knock, maybe.
They probably gave him the rest just because of Open Cup too. That probably helped. I wouldn't be
surprised. He's having the baby. That's right. Daniel put that in the Discord. He's having the baby.
Sell.
Having the baby.
Get rid.
Hey, you picked him up already. There you go, Red or Dead. That is being proactive and thinking ahead.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, Rothrock has been good. From when I've watched him, I've watched a few Open Cup games, and he looked really good in those. And now he's actually getting minutes in the MLS. I think he was involved with that comeback against Dallas. So sorry, Daniel.
Ooh.
But
once again, we say that way too much on this show.
Yeah, 9A. I remember him being active, trying to get that comeback happening, and he did well with that. And Minnesota, I remember that goal too. Yeah,
Like
he's
even
been.
on the bench, even off the bench, he can make it happen, man. Which you love to see.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, love to see our investments, our buys doing well, and Seattle haven't
Our
lost
investment.
since. Look at that. Look at
Ooh,
us. Look at that.
ooh,
This
ooh,
incredible
ooh.
Seattle team. Obviously, their matchups aren't that great, but losing to us. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
calm down.
Oh, Rothrock
Calm.
didn't play. That's why we won.
Right. But yeah, congratulations to the Seattle boys. Continuing to get it done. An easy matchup. Obviously, should have been this way. Anything else would have been concerning, but yeah, it is what it is. Oh, there's a great save by Stuver too. Stuver
Yeah,
kind of set things
Stuver.
up.
That was on the free kick, right? Didn't he put it off the bar? I
Was it
think
off the free kick?
I think he tipped it off
I
the
thought it
bar.
was another one. Maybe not.
I know he had another one too, but I know I think he tipped one off the bar.
Yeah, but he had a good performance too. He did his best to keep them in this game,
Yep.
but it just wasn't enough.
Hey, Yamar's been on an absolute heater, like
Has he?
an insane run. Yeah, I've been running him and Fry, and they have been absolutely incredible. I will say a lot. A lot of people in Seattle stacks, but
He
yeah,
has.
yeah, Yamar's been a really good one.
Yamar.
$79 for a rare.
Yeah, but he's always kind of been like a so rare darling in the MLS. Where if you were playing MLS, everyone had a Yamar back in the day.
Do I sell?
Uh, let's see. You got the rare.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, kind of. I really don't see him. I don't see him having a reason to really peak more than he is right now.
What's Reagan? What's Reagan's price? Here, I'll pull up. I'm pulling up Yamar because I just want to see. I forget what I bought him at.
Other than Yamar here, nah.
I know, but I forget what I bought him at.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is one of the things when you see it like this, it's like, yeah, you might as well maybe get out. So you got to think what's going to happen to Yamar that's going to make his price go up more than it really is right now.
that is true.
Not much. Not Leagues Cup. Not a special weekly. That's for sure. Yeah, that Rusnak rotation that sucks, and he almost did it off the bench too, which is even more frustrating.
Ooh. Look at this.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you sell, buddy.
Close to bottom. I don't know. Like, do I want to
Maybe.
break up the Fry stack? I don't really know if I want to.
Yeah, they're kind of cooking. They're going to make a run in the playoffs. Maybe even Leagues Cup if they're hot right now. So they're
Look
hot
at
at a good time to do it.
St. Louis, LAFC now worst team in the league. Minnesota can't defend. Nexeca did put up 4 this weekend. They
Right. Oh, really?
they went off. Then Minnesota again, Portland. Then it kind
Yeah.
of but then it comes back to like this.
Oh, they finished
And
strong
then
too. Damn.
Colorado, Portland at home. That's actually not bad. Yeah, and they could have a run. That's when you mop up rewards.
That is.
Playoffs, teams that run, because then it's just your stack versus everybody else's, and you got to have the
Yep.
bonus.
And Seattle in the playoffs, as long as they make it, not a force to be reckoned with.
Exactly.
I agree.
Especially at home.
Especially at home. Mm-hmm. Good shout. I haven't thought about Yamar in a while because he is typically kind of overpriced, and he's on a contract year, and Seattle's kind of like, well, I guess now they're hot again, but at the beginning of the season, we're like, is it time to switch it up? Is it time to clean house? Ruby Diaz, gone, maybe, but
yeah.
we'll
I won him as a reward in limited not too long ago, and so I've been like throwing him in like not highest prio, and I'm like maybe I should start like high prioing him. Like obviously Wagner's gonna get the highest, but maybe right after that, that's Yamar now. He's up there for MLS defenders now for sure.
Yeah, with Tolkien gone, Atlanta and Brooks Lennon are woeful.
Bro, Lennon's like $2.
Is he really? That's wild.
I think so. I think his limited might be like $30.
That is actually wild, if true.
Let me find it because he hasn't gotten a decisive. Yeah, he's $2 last sale, but there's no cards available. He's extinct. Yeah, $36 now for a rare. Oof. Yeah, 1 assist against RSL, so he's not like entirely dead, but he kind of is dead.
Yeah,
Oof.
Seattle are late season bloomers. So is Portland. So is Orlando. So is a lot of these teams. So it'll be very interesting to see. It'll be an interesting end of the season for sure.
We usually say that Seattle's August. August is when they kick in, but they decided to kick in 2 months early.
Yeah.
So
no summertime sadness in Seattle.
And no complaining. No complaining from me.
No. But the summertime sadness continues in Philadelphia because Toronto, after losing to Forge FC, the greatest Canadian team on the face of the planet, they came back and they said, okay, enough is enough. And they took care of business against Philadelphia Union. Ty Baribo, look at him getting the goal. Very
Yep.
proud, very proud of him. Akai assist as expected. Jack Elliott continues to be
Yeah.
not the Jack Elliott of old,
But
and
32.5 with 2 negative decisives is kind of crazy.
yeah, no, it's kind of
How much
crazy.
AA is that? That's 28, 20.
27,
Yeah,
yeah.
20.
Yeah.
That's
Well, look at
wild.
that.
But yeah,
Look at you knowing math.
Sean John had a crazy first half. I will say he was going off. I think he had like a 50 at half. Like he was making some saves, even with the goal conceded.
Yeah, and
And I did call the Insigne rotation. I will say,
you did.
but then
You
he
did.
came on and got the assist anyway. So anybody who was weary still started him. Ended up
Yeah.
working out, which is good.
And like, let's not say that like Toronto played the best match either. Like, sure they won 2-1, but it was a very scrappy kind of roll the ball into the back of the net on an accident. Like
Yeah,
it was a scrappy, ugly game. It wasn't pretty for both of these teams. But Toronto still got the result at home, which they really needed.
yep,
Even rotated, which is good to see. So
yes. So
and
Philly,
and they're getting all their Canada boys back. So
surely we're getting Andre Blake back next week, right? I feel like maybe not this midweek, but
yeah,
next
we
week.
did see that he's healthy training. It's just a matter of when and where. Maybe they save him for Leagues Cup too. Then I don't know.
Still
Rick's
under
been
100.
playing so much.
Still under $100 for a rare.
Might as well just roll Rick out until the Leagues Cup and then put Blake back in.
Yeah, they did come up. What's his name? Curtin said the depth chart is when healthy, everybody healthy. Blake, Rick, Shemley now.
Blake Rick Semley now.
Yeah,
So Semley is officially relegated to third, huh?
seems like it.
Ugh,
Yeah,
yikes. Yeah, it is what it is. But Philly continue to have question marks all over. Toronto can be scrappy, and Osorio, Larea. Who else? Just Osorio and Larea, right? I think so.
yeah. Because Debbie came back a little bit
Yeah,
ago.
Debbie came back. Yeah. So
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's exciting because we haven't seen Larea play in the
yeah.
MLS this year. We know
Tyrese
last
Spicer has
decent
been hurt
matches.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Larea was really good last year for Vancouver. I remember him smashing.
Yeah.
I don't know what's his price.
Even though he didn't do much for Canada and Copa, it wasn't the greatest performance for him, but he is healthy and he is playing, so he should be able to come back in this Toronto team and bang bang.
Yeah, I mean
Hopefully.
you can see the end of the season last year. Like he was doing really well, and I mean he's
Yeah.
$27. 16 would have been a really good price. He also has midfielder cards too. I'm pretty sure. So yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
but
So
you want the defender card
yeah.
realistically because midfielder probably not as good. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
no. This is because you're not getting clean sheets with Toronto. So
No, you're not.
and he was on
No, you are.
Vancouver last year, and you weren't getting clean sheets with Vancouver either. I will say,
No, you are not.
like, we'll probably touch on. I don't know how close we're going to talk about the Vancouver game, but it's kind of insane. We had an anomaly.
We did.
Did
It's
we?
here
Wait.
somewhere. It's one of these games I have pulled up. Ah, here we go. There it is. Transition
Oh,
yourself away, good sir.
oh, never mind. I thought Dak Oak kept the clean sheet. I didn't
Oh, of
realize that
course not, dude.
St. Louis scored a late goal. I didn't see.
Yeah. What do you mean? Vancouver
Uh,
keeping a clean sheet in
yeah,
what
I was about to
world?
say. Yeah, I was about to say. But I will say Gould, huge game. Brian White, what is that? 12 goals on the season now. Quiet 12 goals on the season.
Quiet. Has it been quiet?
Not
Because
until
when he
until
scored in bunches.
yeah, but only recently. I think people wrote him off for a while. He had those goals at the beginning of the season, and people kind of
Was it 12 goals, 3 assists? Look
that's
at
not
that.
bad. And he's kind of getting a little bit of AA some games now.
7 goals in the last 4 games, my dude.
That's
7
huge.
goals in 4 for Brian White.
Yep, he made up for his run. Of
Yeah,
not hitting anything.
he made up for all this nonsense where
Yes.
he kind of forgot how to play football for a little bit. But yep, started off the year hot and it was nice and consistent. Kind of forgot, and they said, "Oh, hold my beer. I gotta make up for it."
Yep. But well, you can continue talking about whatever while I pull up something really cool.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, Vancouver going to Seattle or St. Louis. I think we kind of said it. This would be a really gross game. We said St. Louis could end up maybe winning. Luckily, with how defensively shaky Vancouver is, but no, Vancouver came and turned it on. St. Louis City, we thought we'd get a new coach bump. They have new players coming in. They signed players, then fired the coach, and yeah, the vibes are bad, real bad in
Yeah.
St. Louis.
And also Fafa, like nice scores. 15
Yes.
AA2. Like he banged at the beginning of the season and then started getting rotated. I think he got hurt. He went up to Haiti to play with them and smashed, and then came back and hasn't done anything. But now he's back. I don't know. Is he might start against us this midweek. He also has forward cards too, so watch out for
Yeah.
that.
No,
And
Fafa's awesome, man.
in season forward cards too. So
But it's this. It's where he's not a locked in starter. There's a lot
yeah,
of rotation in there. It's in and out. Where, I mean, sure he could do it on the right day, but having that headache and trying to guess when and where he's going to start, ugh, it's gross.
exactly. That's why you need people like Lucho that just like want to play, and
Yeah.
they're not going to get rotated. It's just going to be whether they are healthy or not.
You want the player where you have to save them from themselves. Be like, buddy, buddy, sit down. Just
Yeah.
sit down for 5 seconds.
Yep.
Take a breath. Take a breather.
Exactly. Raposo though with the goal.
Ryan Raposo would have go, but same thing. Just in and out all the time.
Exactly. Raposo's goated, so we can't we have to play him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Anyways, look at this. Do you see something cool about this table? No, is it? You see something cool about this table?
No, I don't.
More about talking about the Missouri table
Yeah, I still don't.
at the bottom.
What's cool about that? Being at the bottom.
We're not the worst team in Missouri now.
Yes. But you're still both at the bottom.
I guess we're Kansas. The stadium's in Kansas, but the team headquarters and everything is in Missouri. But
Is it really?
yeah, I think so. But yeah, we're not last now.
Hey,
That's huge.
It's always better when you're on top of your rival on the table.
Exactly. And we're only 7 points in a game behind playoffs.
Hey.
And our matchups aren't actually that bad. That's actually not horrible.
That's doable. I don't necessarily know if Kansas City has what it takes to rise up the table, but hey, man.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm standing in solidarity with you.
Let's hope. Yeah. 13 losses isn't the best. But
I hope the best for you. Oh, Harry Trades in the chat. The boys. What is up, my guy?
Congrats on the Angulo. I know.
Yes.
That was huge.
Congrats on that unique Angulo. Incredible. Orlando's back. Let's go.
And he smashed this weekend too. 78 or something. Huge.
And he did. Do you have anything left on this Vancouver St. Louis game before we move on?
No, I just know that attack, that Brian White gold stack might be a possibility now. Might be back with that.
I mean, it was always kind of a possibility, but Brian White is definitely feeling some type of way right now. And if he's hot, and you play that hot hand.
Also, did you ever sell your rare of his?
No, still have it.
That's good because he went back up. I was looking at him today. He's back up in price.
I know. Smart. Thank you, bots, for not accepting my trades, and I'm still holding on to the Brian White. And I didn't sell the bottom, saving me from myself. You love to see it. Speaking of though, LA Galaxy, the attacking LA Galaxy. That's right, Harry Fafa season.
Huge.
Went to FC Dallas and didn't do anything.
Didn't score.
Hello, Puj at the 35.
Is this the right game? He up top. Puj up top.
This is what happened in this game. I didn't watch a single second of this game.
Not gonna lie, I was watching Sporting when this game was being played. I had on MLS 360 before this game, so when this game was happening, and 0 goals were scored in the first half, or 1 goal was scored in the first half. It was Musa, so I didn't see that.
What did I watch instead of this?
Orlando, maybe second half of Orlando.
Oh, Seattle, Austin. Yeah, I was watching Seattle, Austin.
Yeah, that was a good one too. Oh, and NYCFC, the Santi disaster class.
What a gross game.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Iller Mendy's been huge. I when I saw him in person, I say he's one of the best midfielders that I've watched this season in person. I really think he's really good. Nkosi Tafari,
great pass, great pass area, man.
Iller Mendy, yeah, fantastic. And Tafari coming back, he's having that game. He didn't have the 25, he had the 72. And Paz kept a clean sheet, and don't know how many more of those are going to happen in Dallas.
Yeah.
Not that the clean sheets aren't possible, but
I mean, granted, if they can keep LA Galaxy to a clean sheet, then I mean, they could do it to anybody at this point. Yeah, it was just a weird night for LA Galaxy. They've kind of been trying to figure it out. After El Tráfico.
Yep. And Jovic got hurt, and they decided to play 0 strikers and see how that worked, and it didn't. So Jovic might have his spot back as soon as he's healthy again.
I told you, Paint's still up top. Didn't I bring it up in the last show? I was like, I don't know.
Did he play striker?
Yeah.
He did? Okay. Well, he had good
Um,
AA. He had like 54, so he definitely did something.
Also, I didn't realize, and I realized this weekend, I wasn't gonna bring it up on the show until I scooped one, but paint sale is down to like $11,
Yeah,
10, 11
his
bucks.
rare. That's why I was really considering getting rid of the rare because it was $100, and I bought it at like 150 or something. But he's he's still really good. I don't know why his prices drastically dropped that much, and
It's like
he's
it's
yeah,
like Gabriel Peck came in and started playing really well and is awesome, and everybody was like, "Oh, Peck is a guy. He's doing better than Paint Seal." It's that Peck doesn't have any cards on Sorare, so you're kind of better off with the Paint Seal, but his prices continue to dip. Granted, he's been a little quiet. The decisives aren't coming in as fast as they were at the beginning of the season.
yep,
But yeah, I mean, they got their butt kicked, man. Both of them did. LAFC and LA Galaxy, top of the league, man.
exactly. Yeah, it
When
was
you're,
it was really weird.
yeah. But like we said, we've said it a million times. I feel like we've said it a million times. This episode is this weekend was just weird in the MLS. There's a lot of shenanigans, and that's why we're here. And that gives us
Yam-
content to talk about.
Yamane did continue his good run of scores though, even with
Yeah, that
conceding.
is true.
He's had a really nice run.
And Jalen Neal, when he plays, continues to be awesome. So
Yep. Probably not going to
there
play
it
this
is.
midweek though.
Congratulations, Dallas. Congratulations, Daniel. Yeah, Jalen Neal rotated next game for sure.
For sure.
For
And
sure.
Paintsill probably will play because he got subbed off.
Yeah, in the 78th minute. He'll be fine.
Yeah, Pooj probably plays. I don't know.
Who played Areola?
That was I got rid of him just because like watching him in person was like, damn, this dude sucks. Like I don't want him.
Oh, come on. Yeah,
He's not good.
he's not
I
great.
yeah.
He's not great.
And
He's
he threw the ball at my guy too, so can't have that.
which was hilarious, by the way.
It
I actually
was.
saved it. Did I ever upload it? No, I was gonna upload it and have it on file over here so I could just bring it up when you say something dumb. Just
Yeah.
bonk. Just to give you like a nice bonk on the head whenever you just say something ridiculous. But
I
I
don't
haven't
say
done that
dumb
yet.
things. That's why.
Yeah, good
Get,
one, good one.
no, I'm
Good
just
one.
kidding. Probably do.
Oh, we all do. We all do. But we love it. We're all friends here. Moving on to the Hurricane FC again because this game almost didn't get played.
Yep.
Another weather delay in Houston. Houston strong. Shout out. Minnesota going to Houston. Houston continues to be solid, but not a smashing team. Minnesota finding a little bit of form after a couple of weeks of nonsense, and Lodinho is finally back
Yeah.
with the decisives.
That was a really good
Congratulations.
call during the show. Was it you or was it someone in chat? Someone talked about Robin Lud.
Me and Jay Blaze, I think we've been on the Ladino train. I think it's Jay
Yeah,
Blaze.
he dipped down a lot, and I thought he was still like $25. So you guys pointed it, and I looked it up, and he was 15, and we all picked him up. I got the 69, so I'm super happy about that.
Hell
But
yeah.
now he's got DC, San Jose, Sounders, Mexico, Sounders, but then San Jose again, and then probably gets called up for these. St. Louis, Cincinnati's defense been shaky. Us like this is his run towards the end of the season is going to be pretty nice. And they get Oluwaseyi back. They get
The Ola
Bondi's been on
Wasei
a really
coming
good run.
back is one of like the biggest things that
Yeah,
could unlock Laud again.
exactly. And so then Laud will drop right back into his spot of that center mid role where he was for this and
Yeah.
Oluwaseyi because since everybody's been gone, he's been having to play up top and hasn't been good.
Well, he
And
plays out on the wings a lot now. Like he ends up like drifting wide
yeah,
and letting everybody else kind of invert in under him, and then he sneaks back into the middle. So
exactly. So
having
this
Ola Wasei, yeah,
is going to be huge. Yeah.
yeah.
And then Hector Herrera, huge game. He had an assist robbed by the guy who I put on my picks list, Sviatchenko. So that's kind of huge.
Damn, really?
Yeah. I thought they'd keep a clean sheet. They didn't, but he still got that assist, so can't be mad. It was like a header in the box. Also, Bossy had a goal disallowed where he was like barely offside, so I was kind of mad about that.
Shame. But yeah, Artur continues to smash in the middle. Karaskia is back as well, putting up a nice little decent score there. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, Minnesota not dead, but not back yet. But there are signs. All right, there will be signs that Minnesota is going to bounce back.
Do we think Bongi gets rotated this midweek and Pookie comes in? I think it's I have him and I'm like, do I play him? Like I really don't know.
Bongi doesn't get rotated too much, does he nowadays? Now that he's like actually a starter.
I thought he does.
Yeah, now that he's like actually starting, he really hasn't.
Fair.
With Oluwaseyi coming back, then maybe.
Yeah. which is really weird.
Um,
I think they might start running just Bongi Oluwase. And also, don't forget, we're getting Bongi Leagues Cup Bongi coming up. And that's the
Leagues Cup Bongi's coming up.
that's 285s. So start him in those games. As long
Yeah,
as he
it's.
starts.
I almost want to say if anybody, it would almost be like Sang Bin that gets the boot.
Yeah, probably.
It's like Sang Bin's been fine, and he also did step up while everybody was out, and they were in like this rough run of form. But hey, you really can't deny Olosei his spot. At least give him a run out there.
Because
And Bongi's been hot too. So yeah, I think Sang Bin's the one that maybe gets the cut.
what's going to happen is Rosales is going to drift back to right wing back, and then that center mid spot's going to open up, and that's where Lude's going to drop, and
Yeah.
then they'll just play whatever strikers they feel like. Whatever
Olosei and
strikers.
Halongwane up top now.
I hope so. Hopefully, Pookie's just super sub.
Yeah. Ahmed, welcome back.
What's up?
Hey, good day. Good day. It is a good day for football fans all over. Proper day for the lads
Yep.
worldwide. We're all going to have a lot of fun. That's why we're doing this show early in the morning. But yeah, Minnesota. I know people were down. You were down, Pat. You were like, Lod, it's over. No, it's not
Yeah,
over.
it was
baby.
for a little bit. They lost like seven.
It definitely
They lost like 7 games in a row. It was definitely over.
It was definitely looking bleak, but they are back. They are running hot.
Where are they in the
They
league?
will be back. They're probably like
Ninth.
Ninth? They dropped down that bad?
Cusp out of. That's who we're competing with for the last spot. If anybody drops out of this, it's probably
tough,
them.
man.
Houston, just if they like stop scoring, but
Vancouver maybe. If Brian White disappears again, because Vancouver was top of the league until Brian White slumped, and then they dropped.
Yeah, but Gould literally single-handedly keeping them afloat. I still think he's like one of the best players in the league. I mean, they still like got results out of some of these games. Like draw with Seattle. They obviously lost these games, but like Seattle win here. That was like right after Brian White's slump.
Yeah, but that's when Seattle was bad.
They beat us, so that's a feat. They beat beat Colorado. Yeah, and then 4 goals against St. Louis twice. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. If Brian White continues, they also have a kind of tough run of fixtures from what I remember. LAFC. Actually, no, never mind. Dallas, San Jose. Oh, that's actually not bad. Yeah, they could be good.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, but I see if anybody's going to drop from up there, it's probably Vancouver, maybe Houston slip up.
Yeah, it'd be Houston, Minnesota probably be the two that slip, and
Vancouver,
it's possible. Those teams drop matchups all the time.
Yeah, we'll see. It's getting tight. We're getting to that silly season in the year where after the Leagues Cup break, we'll see who makes it out alive. And last year they were shenanigans.
Exactly. One team goes far in the Leagues Cup. That's their season done because they're worn out. That happened with Nashville last year.
Yeah, that's true. Nashville was hot, and then and they still haven't come back. They're still waiting for Nashville to come back.
Nah, they get some good results sometimes. They get clean. They win like 2-0, and
had like
Surge scores twice. They have
Walker's gone again for another month and a half. So
yeah, that doesn't help. So that means they're going to go off in the Leagues Cup, right?
Yeah.
Basically,
probably. Yeah, I think it'll be great. Anyway, moving on to this gross game. We'll get this out of the way real quick. Chicago Fire 0, NYCFC 0. Santi almost gave us assist. VAR took another goal away, like the third one that ruined my nights. Yeah, I really don't have anything to say here. Yeah.
Yep.
No Tavon Gray, no party, right?
Basically, I mean, Freeze got a tackle, like a last man, or it was a goal line clearance. What was that? I wasn't watching this game. Can someone explain to me what that was?
Freeze Matthew?
Yeah, Freeze Matthew got a last man tackle.
Oh, last man tackle for Freeze Matthew. I don't know. I didn't watch this game at all, and I'm very glad that I did not.
That made me happy though. He was in my prio, so I was really happy about that. But yeah, Santi, that goal got disallowed for the assist out. That kind of sucked. Can we clap it up? Chris Brady got a clean sheet first of the season.
Hey, there you go. Chicago finally. First San Jose, now Chicago coming in with a clean sheet.
Exactly. So
who would have known?
That officially puts him one below Melia now.
Oh, wow. Look at Melia in the conversation somehow.
Oh, wait, no, that's his third. Who am I thinking of that hasn't kept a clean sheet this year?
It was San Jose up until last week.
Well, first clean sheet in a while. How about that? How many games in a row did he go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It is the 13 games before you got a clean sheet.
You love to see it. MLS shenanigans in full swing as always.
And
Yeah,
then
I
his
really,
price rose as soon as he got the clean sheet. That's all it takes.
I am so disappointed in all of you.
Oh
Just
God.
every single one of you. I know last week I asked Jay Blaze, I asked that question. I was like, hey man, where are we with NYCFC? It's rough. We have Andres Perea starting now in the midfield. Interesting. And then went off injured. I don't know how bad this injury is. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't trust it. I saw he was supposed to start, and I was like, wait, why is he starting? Why is he starting?
You know
You
who
know?
did start?
Who?
Christian McFarland,
It's true.
which is huge.
From the
Shout
little
out to
bits
him.
and bobs that I did see, he actually looked pretty decent. I know he's
He's
young
really
and
good.
has a lot of like growing to do. But he actually didn't look bad.
Yeah, he's
He didn't
really
look
good.
bad at all.
Yeah, and we saw him get subbed in. It was his first ever MLS game earlier this season.
Yeah.
He looks really good. Especially for being 17. Like if he's already looking this decent, he can grow and be maybe a decent left back before inevitably he gets transfer, right? Probably.
Yeah. I mean, there was a isn't he linked with is it Man City?
Probably so. Yeah,
I,
because the group, yeah.
maybe. I know I saw something about him where there's like some idea that someone's gonna pick him up at some point and then just bring him up through their academy. Jay Blaze, never a doubt, always in the chat. Andres Pereira, doubtful in the midweek. And then Sands is also out this midweek. So not only is their depth getting tested already, but it's about to get way worse. Who do they play in the midweek? You know?
Who? NYCFC?
Yeah. Is he?
I'm prioing Santi, I remember, so it's someone not that great. I can check. Hold, please.
Yeah, but that's tough though. They're gonna be missing Sands and Perea.
I will say, look at
Oh, they
Sands'
play
scores. Like that's what it is. Yeah, yeah.
at
Sands is
ATL.
like Sands has been good. Like he's a center mid, and obviously we don't like center mids because it's just like 50 something every time. But like his AA has actually been really nice throughout the entire season.
I forget what I was doing, but I was browsing. He's dirt cheap, first of all. Like he's
Yeah,
way dirt cheap. And yeah, some of these scores are pretty nice.
yeah.
He kind of piqued my eye when I was looking this weekend. I was kind of browsing the market.
What's his year to date AA? I think it's like 20 something, right? Or like damn near.
AA
Yeah, 20.
2.4. He is having himself a season quietly having himself a season.
Yes,
But it's
huge
tough.
return.
Midfielders like this don't really do you much, but for a cheap
Exactly.
option when you're building a gallery and you kind of need someone to help you scrape by some tier threes,
Exactly.
not a bad shot.
Like him, like Sleesh for Atlanta is another example. Nwobodo is another one. Like there's guys that you can find that are not going to peak really. They'll have 100 when they get an assist like once a year. And Ellie's another one, but he does miss. He's missed a few chances that are pretty big. It was Ojeda, Brian Ojeda for RSL for a little bit. There's guys if you just look for them. They're good pieces to build galleries, but they're not going to get you podiums, but they're going to give you consistent scores. And James Sands, I think, is one of the best of those like caliber players.
Yep. He definitely is. But oh yeah, we'll see. And like I said, we're doing a preview tomorrow for the midweek, so we'll wait for some more news. I know Ahmed was in here. We already talked about the Cincinnati, but Lucho right now it's not super serious, so it's not anything you have to worry about long term. But will he play the midweek? We don't necessarily know yet. We'll try to get some
Questionable.
more news before tomorrow, before the game week lock. But I would be very cautious. They've been playing a lot
Big,
of games.
yeah,
Miles has a red card. They're injured all over. They just need bodies. So will they be a little bit more precautious with him because of that? Maybe.
big yellow highlighter on Lucho for questionable.
Yeah.
No.
They're trying to manage the season, and if they're already dealing with a bunch, then they might just save them just to make sure that it doesn't get worse.
Wouldn't be
So
surprised.
something to think about.
Yes.
Which always sucks. Always does suck.
Exactly.
Speaking about sucking,
Oh,
RSL sucked on the night. Dear Lord. Oh man, Portland Timbers, who we all had talked smack about their defense year long. I didn't even play Pantemis. Pantemis was my academy lineup because I said I want nothing to do with RSL attack, home or away. Just didn't want anything to do with it. So that nice 76 did nothing for me. But Portland Timbers getting it done against one of the highest fast flying teams in the league. How does this make you feel?
I will say I did find out who the person is without a clean sheet this year, and it's Crepeau. That was the one that we always look
Ah,
at and doesn't have a clean sheet. Dude, Portland's attack looks so good this game.
yeah.
Um,
Holy
Jonathan
crap.
Jonathan Rodriguez, although he can get his size, was super involved. Santi, insane. Like he
100.
that assist for that first goal was insane, and then he had a nice volley on the second. Yeah, can't complain about having to watch this Portland team because they looked good and they're a fun team to watch. And their defense isn't that great, so they concede goals too. So the games are usually goal fests. This game wasn't though because RSL just
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. Also,
It
Chicho's
happens.
getting cheap because he's had a few questionable games and now he's getting cheap. He has 17 goals in the season and people are questioning him.
Was it 17 goals and 11 assists or something like that? Like he's already
Yeah,
in doubles for both. Like it's
exactly.
wild.
Yeah.
Wild, wild, wild. Yeah, Ryder Dead brings it up. Like it was so hard, it's tough to talk. Like, dude, same thing with Columbus LAFC, man. Like stuff like that. It's just so these teams are so good, and on their day, it could either be a goal fest or they could just tactical, just genius the crap out of the game and nil it. Um, yeah, I don't know. Nothing to
Exactly.
worry about RSL. Like they even pulled Diego Luna earlier. It just wasn't happening. It just really wasn't for him. And
Yep.
like sometimes when you're like, hey, look, it is what it is. We're away from home. Let's just ship it in and we'll worry about the next one. Both of these teams are great.
Yep.
McMath, another blunder, man. It seems
Yep.
like it's always McMath getting blown out in these games, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're gonna see Beavers this midweek. Expect Beavers, and then McMath right back at it next Saturday.
Is that rotation getting like worse? Because I know it was like every like
Yes.
3 games, every
Now
4
it's
games.
like every other. Yeah.
Is it? I mean,
Yeah.
granted, the schedule's been so congested.
Oh, every two, but
Yeah,
yeah.
literally every 2.
So maybe we
So
don't.
so he
Maybe we
plays
don't.
the midweek and we get
Yeah.
Beavers on the weekend.
No. Well, look at some of those. Like I think a lot of those are midweek Beavers because some of them are double game weeks.
Oh,
Remember?
LAFC in the midweek though, so you probably play McMath.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Well, here, check.
Oh,
What are the
away to
midweek?
Colorado ain't great either.
Yeah, but that's
So,
back near home. He's used to playing at home. They play him at home a lot. So yeah.
yeah, that'll be interesting. It
Yep.
sucks. Stuff
Yeah.
like that, situations like that, just headaches.
Yeah. Exactly. McMath's still decent
There
AA,
you
but
go. So is Phil Neville a coaching genius? And did he never get a fair shot in Miami because Messi was on the horizon?
well, it helps when
That's
you can
my
just
take on it.
slap a Vander in your 10 and just let him do whatever he wants. That's usually not that
Put
bad.
him out there and tell him to go have fun.
Yeah. Hey, let's get a Medica's best attacking player and Evander and Santi Marino and put them up
Yeah.
top
I mean, this team
with
did
the
Felipe Mora too, even though he didn't get the AA. Just the runs that he makes, that near post run that he made on that cross, just I mean, timed beautifully. It was great, and
yep.
all of them. Eric Williamson back in the midfield is huge for him. Which the rumor is that Eric Williamson's on his way out, and other MLS clubs are interested.
Oh,
He would
Sporting.
he
Pick him up.
he would be so impactful for any MLS team. It doesn't matter where he goes, so that's something to keep an eye on. Oh, okay. I forget who I was listening to. So it's between Eric Williamson and Paredes, Christian Paredes. It's one of the two, but it won't be both, is where we're at. And where
It'll probably
Portland's at.
be my guess would be Paredes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which Paredes would probably be a bigger transfer.
Yeah.
But Eric Williamson would probably stay in MLS and be a little bit more impactful. So
Yes.
yeah. Cool game. Great for Portland, really. They kind of needed it.
Huge game.
I keep saying, man, Pantemis, as soon as Crapo left, Portland got really good defensively. Just saying. Just
Yeah.
saying. I don't know.
Nah,
But
Crepo looks so good he is the best keeper in the tournament for
yeah,
Copa.
no.
So, well,
Yeah.
we're missing an MLS game on here. I don't think you have it pulled up yet.
Uh,
Basically MLS. Indy 11 drew 1-1 with the Luden United. Luden United.
yes, and RSL need Gladbach massively because I bought him
Exactly.
and he got injured immediately. Sorry, guys.
Look at this though. Indy 11 almost getting it done. Late goal, late burst from Luden United. Almost got it done. Who made it happen? Who scored the goal? Elliot Collier. Do we start picking up Elliot Collier? Is he a buy?
Well, we always buy in our USL minute.
Exactly.
We
Well,
always buy.
they have
All
to
right.
be they have to be included in the show now that they're in the Open Cup semifinals. Oh, it's just me. Oh, this is good. Well, guys, you guys saw what happened. 2-1 victory, 3 in a row now, and we're just massive basically. Rosero did get hurt. He came off with a ankle. I don't know if it was ankle, but he gotten pushed into on a corner. Tried to run back to get on defense after when they were taking the goal kick, and then just stayed down. Got subbed off. Don't know. Probably don't see him in the midweek, would be my guess. I think we're going to rotate anyway, probably our defense, because we rolled out the exact same defense that we played during the Open Cup. Midfield wise, we expected Memo. Redoya stayed in, which was also sort of expected with him getting subbed off. Tommy, another expected one, but we didn't see Janice, which was kind of surprising. They have been rotating him in. He wasn't even on in the 11 or sorry, in the 18. So that makes me think maybe something was up. Start of the second half, Tommy had a really nice finish. Redoya double assist. He got the first one, second one through ball. Polito perfectly timed. Finally gets a goal. Took him long enough, and he's looking nice and confident after that, which helps. And then Kyrie Shelton. We all know. We all know what happens when he just decides to play at all. It's either completely positive or completely negative, and it was negative this game. But we held on. Late flurries. Got some guys subbed on at half. Voltaire. Why are we going full screen? This is there we go. Voltaire came in, played like all right, and yeah, I think that's everything. Sporting, massive. Probably going to get our usual starters back in. We're at Vancouver. Tommy seems happy. Agata seems happy. Everybody seems happy. So
Shalloway coming back? Is he starting next game?
yeah, he should. I would think that we play our main attack, which is now Agata, Russell, Shallowy, with Tommy down at the 10. And yeah, Sheldon scored first goal of the season. Love to see
Hey,
it.
may not have been the right team, but it's got to feel good. Put one in the back of the net.
Exactly.
Right. If not for anything. Hey, there you go. This is the question that we all want to know. And Dembe. Do we have any news on Ndembe? Or is he still?
He has been training for about a month or so. Probably a little bit less than a month or about a month with the full team. Hopefully we see him this month.
Leagues Cup?
That would probably be the hope, would be late July. That was the original target date, and it seems like he's going to hit that. If we don't see him then, we're going to see him right after Leagues Cup. And the question is, does he immediately come in and start? Because I know he's hungry to play. The interviews at the beginning of the year seemed like he was there to play, and just hoping he comes in. I don't know if again, starting is the worry. But if he does, he locks up that spot. It will be him with Leibold being the number 2 and possibly seeing Basong become a backup right back instead of Shelton.
Legend.
Yeah, he is now in MLS folklore. But yeah, we controlled this game, which is kind of weird. We haven't really done that in a little bit. We do that only at home, really, in the first half.
It's also San Jose. Calm down.
Yeah. Yeah. Paul Marie played. Would have liked to see that in person, but
yeah. Not Paul Marie.
Yeah.
Not the Paul Marie, but yeah, dude, San Jose is just bad. Yeah. They got players coming in, but there's no reason to think otherwise that they're going to do anything. And congratulations to SKC. You won 3 in a row. Congratulations. You love to see it.
Massive.
Is Memo still a lock too?
He came off with some sort of knock. I would not expect him to start this week, which I don't think he was anyway.
So no Memo in the midweek.
I don't think so. He came off with some sort of knock. I forgot to add that, but
yeah, at the 45, yeah.
They said he was dealing with some discomfort. That's what Vermees said. We had a triple sub at half anyway. But yeah.
I don't care if you're uncomfortable, bro. You get paid to go play the soccer, so you go out there and you do the running.
You go kick the ball.
You go out there and kick the ball. Yeah, with your discomfort.
Put the ball in that ball hole.
And yeah, Redder, he should go in front of Leibold.
I would hope he does, but there was some weird rotation last year. I think it'll take him a little bit to get acclimated. So I think hopefully within like the few weeks before the playoffs, he is acclimated and starting. And then that's when the run has to begin for us to make the playoffs. We need some results. Who do we play? I actually don't remember.
Wow, bro, you don't even know your own team's schedule, dude.
Crazy. I don't know our last run of form.
Wow, dude.
Now that the teams are playing. That's how little was happening with our club. The last piece of news on the website is when we hired our sporting director 3 weeks ago.
Bro, those websites are so trash. Nobody keeps up with them. They're booty. All the
Mm.
news is bad. The layouts are bad. The content's bad. Get it together, Major League Soccer. Get your content.
Minnesota, St. Louis, Dallas in the last day. We play Seattle too, who's ahead of us.
How many times have you played
Colorado.
Dallas this season? Dear Lord.
Shit, 5th time this season, I think. One back to back, 2, 3. Do we play him again? Maybe not. Oh, I guess that's just our third.
Just all right back to back, dude, next to each other, basically.
We do play St. Louis twice though, which is kind of big, and Vancouver having to play them. If we can get maybe over 5.5 points from these 3 games, that'd be kind of huge.
Yeah. Yeah, that would.
That'd be huge. So
That would be the dream.
Draw here, win, probably draw against Chicago. We're at home. Actually, that might be a win.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's Leagues Cup. Don't matter.
When you have Melia in goal, what could go wrong?
He's actually been decent, I will say. Although his so rare scoring doesn't show it, when called upon, been decent. Would have had the clean sheet if Shelton didn't want to score.
Why can't freaking SKC ever keep the clean sheet, man? Dear
We
Lord,
kept one. You get one. All right.
You got the one. You
Cap
appreciate it. You love it. You cherish it, and you never see it again.
Cap is still 29. All right.
That is helpful.
Cap 220 legend and $30 rare.
Yep.
Good matchups.
Yeah.
Probably 3 conceded in the St. Louis game.
We got one more matchup. Then we get the heck out of here and start that pregame for the Euros.
Huge.
Copa. I'm going to be so tired tomorrow. Rest in peace. Oh, man. Hey, this will be a quick one. Colorado Rapids hosting the Red Bulls. Just about as gross as I think we predicted on the show. We said this would be a gross score. Zach Steffen with a nice 60, even though they conceded a goal.
Yeah.
Red Bulls gross. Lewis Morgan back on the score sheet finally, but
beautiful
giving you
finish.
A 60 as always.
Beautiful finish from Morgan.
Yep.
And Coronel's clean sheet ruined by Sean, not Dylan. Dylan had a huge game. Sean, he also had like 48 at half, or not 40, like 38.
Dude, they were both smashing at the half.
Yeah. And then obviously, cross comes in. Sean tries to like slide, and it just puts it in the back of the net. Bottom corner finish, beautiful. Wrong net though. But yeah, I mean, New York still no Forsberg for 2 weeks after this, so probably just going to see some boring games. No Tolkien either. So
yeah, Red Bulls kind of bad. They're not great, but they're not good either. They're just hanging in there, getting results defensively. Okay, Colorado Rapids, same thing defensively. Just God, it's so gross.
And what do we say about Connor Ronan? Could do some decent scoring.
We did say with Mihailovic gone, Connor Ronan could finally kind of find his place. And hey, look at that.
Because Bassett stepped up into the 10 role, or tried to at least, and Ronan got to take over the midfield and did well.
Is it Connor Ronan season? We got at least a month.
How much is his rare? 12.
Wow, $12.
That's actually not horrible for what he was last year. I don't think we're ever going to get that back. That was probably his best season he's had. But yeah, I mean, what were his scores last year? I remember them being very decent, especially towards the end of the year.
Yeah, this is what everybody reminisces with these nice little scores right here.
Exactly. So if we can start sprinkling some decisives in there with no Mihailovic, someone having to step up, and even like in that first run, I don't know if that was with Colorado. I don't remember what his past clubs were, if he was with Colorado or not. What Wolves?
I mean, he wasn't really playing.
And St. Mirren. So yeah, I mean, he's played Cam in the past. He's played higher up in the past. So if he is called upon to play a higher role,
it's in there. He's 26 years old. He has it in there somewhere. Hey. It's just whether they can unlock it.
Is he the next DeJuan Jones for Cap that can score well?
Maybe.
What are the matchups?
Good. And LaRaz is cool too. Omir Fernandez went out a little bit with a knock, which is concerning.
Darren Yappy season.
It is getting closer to Darren Yappy season. It is. What are we doing? Matchups?
Yes.
Away to LA Galaxy. Away to RSL. Away to Portland.
Okay, maybe not.
So you wait for him to stink these up, and then you pick him up in the Leagues Cup break for the end of the season.
Oh, good matchups to end. So, Toronto Sporting.
But then Mihailovic will also be back by then, so it is what it
He's
is.
still gonna start though, so
Yeah. He's still a starter, but you see what it is. Maybe we get a little flash of the old Connor Ronan of old, and maybe does something great, especially while Mihailovic is gone. Which pick up your Mihailovic is for the Olympics too, the medal
yes.
special, the wicked medal special.
Yeah. Are we getting a daily? Are we getting a special weekly?
For the Olympics? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the medal
Is that
special.
what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
I can roll up my USA stack. Let's go.
Yeah, ye old medal special. But yeah,
I
dude,
know you
that's
guys
the
talked about it on the show. Is it Duncan? Is that who we're picking up for forward?
most likely, yeah.
Okay.
There's a few other players that have forward cards, I think, but
Yeah.
the idea is that Duncan's probably the forward for that.
Cool.
But yeah, dude, that's the weekend. That's what happened. We have the preview tomorrow because quick turnaround in the game week locks. We got a midweek and then another weekend before a Leagues Cup break.
I
So
believe so. Yeah.
it is coming fast. We are almost at the end of the season, the last final stretch, the home stretch to see if your team will make the playoffs, Alex. You
Hoping
guys got a
for it.
lot of work to do. You
Where
got
are
a
you
lot of
guys
work to
at?
do. You have
Actually, I don't know where you guys are at.
I honestly don't either. I don't ever look at the table.
My guess is 8th. Maybe a little bit lower
Like
than that.
seventh. I think we're in
I'm
seventh.
gonna go 9th. I guess 9th.
No,
Oh,
Charlotte picked up
7th.
a massive win. Yeah.
Wow. And you guys have like not that great teams behind you. Yeah, this is definitely achievable.
Yeah.
Playoffs
Yeah,
is
we're good.
coming.
We're good.
Playoffs is coming.
I don't
For
know. I
sure.
don't necessarily know about top four.
Probably not.
With the way the
No.
season started, but
Get in this
we
little
could
non-playing spot. You could tuck
look.
in right there.
Red Bulls could drop. NYCFC mid. Charlotte, they're getting it done. So it's like those four right there. Like both New York teams, Charlotte and Orlando, are probably fighting for that 4th spot
All I'm saying is if
until the end.
Sporting was in the Eastern Conference, it would be 1 win off playoffs. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. It's crazy how the math be mathing sometimes.
Exactly.
But yeah, shout out to everybody who's been here in the chat. Shout out to everybody who's been watching live. Shout out to anybody who watches after live. As long as you're coming out, hanging out with us, doing the thing, loving MLS, we appreciate you. And yes, it is Sunday. Have fun. Be safe. Go enjoy your Copa final, Euro final.
Yeah.
It's not coming home. Sorry. Spain
Don't
is
go right
massive.
though. Don't go right like last time.
Oh, dude. Yeah, dude. It's funny. It's
Actually,
funny
yeah.
for me to watch.
Go
Dude,
ahead, yeah.
have fun. Do your thing. Do what you got to do. Shout out Colombia. Messi's terrible.
Huge.
Oh, dude, Mike, I am about to stuff my face and hopefully squeeze in a nap. So I feel you. Cheers, everybody. Shout out to everybody. Have fun. Be safe.
Yep.
Enjoy the football. We'll see you tomorrow for the preview live, probably in the afternoon around 6 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, I can't wait to watch Messi cry after he loses the Copa final. It's going to be great.
Cool.